Spiritual walk, spiritual talk. I just want to walk around this trail, this long trail. I'm going to talk about just a spiritual battle, a spiritual aspect of lust. Not just lust, but people deliberately trying to induce, let's say, the perpetrators, persecutors, being exploited, used as instruments to do Satan's will. And that's a simple enough to tell you. I hope this video don't cut short due to storage. But if you hear any noises that get louder, that's how you know they're doing it. Even if I'm recording, by the way, the theater. But they induce lust. What I mean by that is, I don't go out searching for lust. I don't go out and try to get every number I see, or wink and try to holler, or trying to get girls. Basically trying to put myself out there. I'm done doing that. I'm faced with rejection. No matter how good you look, Satan just wants you to feel like he feels rejected, and despair and helplessness. Everything, his fate is sealed, so he's just trying to project that on to those. And with that is these girls, even when I noticed when girls are in relationships or couples, even with their guy, oh, the muscadines are almost out. Well, I got distracted there by the nature. When they're in couples, these girls are trying to get my attention, even if they have a partner. They can be married. And like I said, that's why Christ was not lying when he said, guard your eyes. You have to guard your eyes at all times and be sober-minded at all times. Yeah. And these girls were deliberately, I can't capture it. I don't want to capture it. It makes me seem like I'm being weird, or that's the thing about it is they're doing weird stuff, but as soon as you start recording them doing their behavior, you're the weird guy. You're the weird person for noticing. It's just like reality's flipped upside down when they're objectively targeting you, but they can just flip reality and make you the problem. That's so dysfunctional and it's so creepy. But when I see every girl, I can say, I could pretty much say 100%. I'm sorry, 100%. This is not cockiness. This is what I'm seeing and observing. They boot over, they bend over. Even when I'm working at a job, there's no tolerance for sexual harassment or any form of harassment at the job. But the fact that these girls, they bend over my line of sight. And the thing about it is, the disgusting part about that, I'm not homosexual, and I guard my eyes the best way I can, and I go the other way most of the times. I do. They just try to make you look at, even at a job site. It's like I said, they have no self-control. That's why it's important to have self-control and guard your eyes, because I'm not trying to commit adultery in the eyes itself, even though I don't do anything with the women, but I protect my eyes and look away. And I know when you look at them, they wear cleavage. They purposely wear, sexual proactive clothes and sexual clothes for you to look at that area to be of exposure. And when you glimpse or you're not looking, they feel offended and they look away or judge you for it. It's very psychological. It make you feel like a creep, regardless of how good you look. And when I say that is, how it looks, and you live in a righteous life, it intensifies the spiritual warfare. It truly does. They're already jealous of you and envy of you in a superficial way. Imagine that it intensifies that jealousy and envy in a demonic, sinister way. So yeah, it intensifies only if you're living a righteous life, and that separates. But yeah, girls could be just You know, let's see what he's about to do. I got a camera. Let's see, he's gonna do some shenanigans. Yeah, girls can just bend over. I'm sorry for the distractions. Girls can bend over right in front of you, and guys will they look at you, they look for your reaction. Like, it's like it's so sick that they look for your reaction to see if you're looking. And when they look at them, they look at you, they look at the girl first and look at you to rub it in your face, right? They try to rub it in your face most of the times. Like, look what we're doing. We committing this sin right in front of you. And you know, Father God's not interrupting us, yeah? And that's what I notice most of the times, yeah? That's why it's very, you gotta guard your eyes most of the time, man. You gotta guard your eyes and be more aware a lot of these times, man. So that's what I noticed. It's a weird thing to experience about how even in their relationship, the guys, like I said, Satan, he does it with guys too. He exposed the true nature of guys have a, you know, are down low or they're feeling sexual. They'll do it too. Satan uses anybody to follow his will, and that's the sad part about it is. But I'm just want to say, let's express this without showing you, because if I show this, it'll look creepy to the outside world regardless. But if I say, hey, look at that girl, she's bending over right in front of me, look at her, she's trying to get my attention. I seen girls literally, bend over in front of their boyfriends or husbands and it try to, you know, get my reaction, to force me to sit. They will try to force you. But remember, you have free will. You have free will. And that's the thing. I had jobs where they try to get you to look at them in a sexual way at a job, so you can be out of there. So you can get a sexual harassment case at the job for. Like I said, they use your eyes against you. They use my eyes against me, and that's very sick. Oh, he looked at me some type of way. I had a girl one time at a job. I usually get a key. And the sick part about that, that's for control at that job. They had a key and locked the gate up to make me feel like I'm a wild animal, where I had to ask to get in to work. And that was very animalistic. But it's all what they do, is for control. And when she grabbed the key, when she gave the key to me, she put the key directly at her her area, her private area, down to there, and she tried to force me to. She forced me to look down there. She tried to force me to look down that area to grab the key. Where else am I gonna look? And that's how I know this is very sinister, and they try to use everything in their power to make you feel like a predator out here, because they're projecting that predatory drive and nature with themselves. But remember, I gotta remember what Christ says. We gotta support it. Remember what Christ said: guard your heart and guard your eyes, because these women out here, they're not following Father God. This goes with anybody, but I'm noticing that there's a trend and pattern. These women doing it a lot of times, trying to induce sexual thoughts, induce lust into me, and they're trying to induce it to me. Like, yeah, you're gonna go home and think about me type of stuff in a sexual way. If I record, even when I record a video of the dysfunctional behavior, you're always gonna see a girl. I'm putting this on record now. You're always gonna see a girl trying to place herself, like her butt, show her butt, or like place her butt in a sexual way, trying to pervert my video of truth. It's because basically that's what they do. They pervert. The devil is he's a pervert. He's pervert. He's sorry if I'm doing a tongue twister. He's a pervert. He's predatory. And he's trying to make the truth sounds like a perv. So you're gonna see that a lot of times when I'm recording videos, when I'm speaking the truth. You're gonna see a girl position themselves, trying to flex their butt whenever I'm recording. It's sinister, very sinister, and it's very off. But I'm glad that I got to express this on this walk and express that weird behavior that I noticed. It's like when you're not trying to act like the typical handsome, good-looking guy, they gotta force you to act that way, and it's very sick. But endure to the end. Thanks for anybody that's watching.